Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Comic Hall. I am your host, Dylan Lang, and I'm here today to talk to you about comic books that came out this past week, March 20th. Again, I, for whatever reason, I just can't get done when I get the comics. I usually get my comics on Wednesday. I don't get it done usually until after that. But I'm here now. So I wasn't able to tell you that today was Hellboy Day, Saturday, which is when I'm doing this live. So it's no longer Hellboy Day. Maybe your store will have something tomorrow. But today was the actual Hellboy Day where you could go and get a free Hellboy comic in advance of the new movie which comes out next month, which is weird. You figured it would be on the 4/13, but whatever. Anyway, sorry about that, but hey, we got some okay stuff this week. A couple of really big things I've been looking forward to, and some good stuff. So first up, we have from DC Comics, we have Batman number 67, All the Way Down, written by Tom King with art by Lee Weeks and Jorge Fornes. It's just basically a story continuing the nightmare story where Batman chases somebody through the city of Gotham. Really, it's really not a lot of dialogue. There's just a lot of chasing, and that's about it. It's a slow burn story, but some gorgeous artwork from Fornes and Lee Weeks, and actually has sort of a nod to Tom King and Lee Weeks' Batman Porky Pig crossover. So good on that. Naomi number 3 continues to be a great series. Apparently, it's a mini series, only be about 6 issues. Apparently, Brian Michael Bendis was writer, along with I think there's another writer in here as well. Where are you? Where is your credits? Probably at the end. Brian Michael Bendis and David F. Walker are writers. Jamal Campbell is the artist. Jamal Campbell's artwork is amazing. It looks fantastic. The series has been great. I haven't read the second issue yet because I'm way behind in my comic reading, but I like the first issue a lot. And so we get the third issue now. So it's fantastic. Justice League number 20, continuing the Scott Snyder, James Tynion IV storyline, dismantling the DC universe. This one's written by Scott Snyder and Jorge Jimenez, who wrote the plot with him. Snyder's the writer and Jorge Jimenez is the artist. Takes a look at the future Justice League, and there's more to it than that, but there's a whole lot going on in Justice League, so if you haven't been reading Justice League, there's a whole lot that, and Justice League Dark and The Flash, and all kinds of, there's a lot of stuff going on that's building to something down the line. Aquaman number 46 continues Kelly Sue DeConnick's run on the book with art by Robson Roca and inks by Daniel Henriquez. This is the penultimate chapter of the first story arc. So we'll see how that is. That's off for DC from Marvel. This is a book I've been looking forward to for a while. Chip Zdarsky surprised me on his Peter Parker run. So now he's come back to write SpiderMan, the Spider-Man life story, part 1, the 1960s. Basically what he's doing is he's taking Spider-Man stories and he's doing it as if Spider-Man aged. So he came out in the 1960s. So this is Spider-Man's first appearance in the 1960s as he looked with Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane and Flash Thompson and him in high school and stuff like that. Then the 70s will show him in college or something like that. Then the 80s will show him growing up and so on and so forth. So it's going to take a different focus. It's going to take a look at the storylines from all those decades and sort of mash them together in this remix. It's a fantastic idea. Great cover. And you get Mark Bagley doing the artwork, which is phenomenal because he's one of the best Spider-Man artists out there. So Chip Zdarsky writer, Mark Bagley penciler. Takes place in 1966 is where the first storyline is. But you get, you know, your Gwen Stacy, your Harry Osborn, your Norman Osborn, your Flash Thompson, your Captain Americas, all kinds of interesting stuff going on. So it looks really good. I'm really excited for this. I think it should be really interesting. I can't wait to read it. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I've been trying to really like this. I'm trying to get through this first story arc, and I hope it gets better. But Tom Taylor's run on Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man has really not done anything for me right now. Art by Juan Cabal also. Just something about the artwork is just kind of off for me also. I don't quite we'll see what happens. What Tom Taylor's trying to do here, it's not interesting to me. And then throwing in the Aunt May cancer storyline, I don't know if I'm a big fan of that either. So we'll see. West Coast Avengers #9, written by Kelly Thompson with art by Gang Hook Lim, who I really like. He's been doing the art for this for a while, and I really like his art style. West Coast Avengers has always been a very interesting series for me. I've always liked West Coast Avengers, and it's good to see it's come back and it's under good hands. Captain Marvel #3 also came out this week, but I gave that to my wife already, so that's it for Marvel. Independence, we have G. Willow Wilson's first independent book, Invisible Kingdom, with Christian Ward. It's a futuristic story, similar to looks like Saga a little bit, but it's got G. Willow Wilson's definite style to it, and I will keep looking at that because I love G. Willow Wilson's story, so we'll see. It looks pretty good, gorgeous there too. Middle West continues to surprise me about how good it actually is. Issue #5, Scotty Young, Jorge Corona. Pretty interesting take on a lot of different things, and a unique take. If you want something different in comics, I definitely recommend this as well. Army of Darkness, Bubba Hotep #2, which is funny because both are played by Bruce Campbell, and have them team up together is really funny. That's why I'm buying the series. Written by Scott Duvall with art by Vincenzo Federici. It's Ash and it's Bubba Hotep, so should be it's just fun to see two of Bruce Campbell's characters interacting with each other. That's it for independent comics. Now, the big story this week is I've been pushing this book for a long time, and it's not for everybody. It is an adults really only book, but it's a really good adults only romantic comedy that has a definite sexual edge to it. 5 volumes have already come out, and it's been a while. I've read them all in one sitting, basically, and I've been waiting for a while for the newest one to come out. Well, Steven Sejic, who I absolutely love, has granted us that. It took him a while, but he has released Sunstone Volume 6. It's finally out and about, beginning the Mercy storyline. It is a series of graphic novels. You can find his artwork, the storyline, actually on his website first, and then he collects it into one of these books that Image prints out. It is highly sexually charged. It's about BDSM, but it's also about characters. All the characters are fully fleshed out. It's an interesting storyline, and Mercy is going to be taking a look at the past and also supporting characters as well. So the main characters might pop up periodically, but it's going to be focusing more on some of the other characters as well. And again, there's still a lot of hot sex and nudity. And I'm halfway through reading this, and it's absolutely stunning. I can only show you so much stuff, but the artwork is stunning. The storyline is fantastic. It is very, as I said, adult-oriented, very sexually charged. There is full frontal nudity on both men and women. Ooh, I'm looking at that gorgeous piece right there. I can't show it to you, though. Redheads are awesome. Just more storylines here and there. Let's see if I can get. I've been just showing them. Let me show. I can show some of the other ones as well. This room. So it's just gorgeous artwork. As I said, very sexually charged. Lots of nudity, lots of sex, but also very interesting stories and very interesting characters. And they're fully formed. I'm about halfway through this, and I can't wait to read more of it right now. So definitely pick up Sunstone Volumes 1 through 5 first to read the first storyline to see what all the hubbub is about, and then pick up the new one, Volume 6. Well, may as well pick them all up together and read them all at the same time, and trust me, you'll love it. As I said, adults only, not for kids. There is sex and nudity, and there is BDSM stuff in it as well, bondage, sadomasochism, stuff like that. But you get a better idea of why these people like their BDSM. So definitely worthwhile. I will scream and yell, read Sunstone. You'll love it. And it's not bad on the eyes either. On that note, hopefully next week we'll see what's coming out. I don't remember. I think, oh, the big thing coming out next week is Detective Comics 1000 will be out next week. So that's the second comic to hit 1000 in America. I think Dial H for Hero is coming out next week as well, #1. So that's another big one as well. Not a lot of stuff that I can think of off the top of my head. Too exciting rolling through, but Detective Comics 1000 should be pretty big. It's going to be about $10 and about as big as Action Comics 1000 was. It's going to have multiple stories by multiple writers and artists and multiple covers. So go for it and check it out, and have a great day. Bye. Read Sunstone.